Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to debloat Windows 10 for the best performance. So here we are in our Windows 10, and what we want to do from here is first, before we do anything else, is we want to create a restore point. So to do that, we just need to search here in our taskbar, System Restore Point. There it is. You want to click on this one and you will be prompted here, and this is important because in any case that you didn't like, or you may face some problems when you have made the changes that I have shown you today, or maybe you have made a mistake. So this is a backup for your OS, so that, or your settings or whatsoever in your system, so that when you use this you can go back to your original state of system right here before, as you have applied a system restore point, so that you can go back safely. So now what we want to do from here is go select the drive that we want to have restore point first. So you want to select the drive that you have the Windows system installed, so you can see if which drive has the Windows system installed here when you can see the Windows logo under the icon of that hard drive. So you want to go and select that, and you want to go into configure right here, and here you want to turn on system protection just like that, because by enabling system protection you can undo the undesired changes by reverting your computer to a previous point in time. And after that, what you want to do from here is just simply make this 5% right there, and after that then you are all good to go. You can now hit on apply and then OK, and after that you have successfully created a system restore point. So now you can modify your settings as you wish right now, because you have a backup that you can use in case anything goes wrong. So let's get back and let's go to the next step, which is simply removing excess apps, which is here, remove programs, add or remove programs. In here you can see all the programs that you have in this computer that you can remove. Some programs right here are you cannot install because they are prerequisite apps that is with your computer. So you want to uninstall apps that you don't necessarily need, because they would just consume your resources and they would just hinder your PC. So you can also use the search bar right here so that you can have it easier, or you can also modify this so that you can only install app from Microsoft Store if you want to be really safe. But if you're like me who likes to download games from outside the Microsoft Store, then you can go and set it to anywhere. Just be really careful. So the next one is, let's close this first. The next one is we'll be going into Task Manager, and we can do that by right clicking here in our taskbar and going to Task Manager. And in here what we want to do is first, if you have something here that you can see that is really hogging your system resources, then you might want to end task, and that might also be a key or a clue on that you have to remove that program if you are not using it, because that will just hinder your PC. But what we want to do from here in the Task Manager is go into Startup, because this is where your boot time is really affected. So as you can see in the startup impact, you can see it right here. So if I enable this blue stack, it would really impact my startup time. It would make it start slower, because as you can see its impact is high. So for me, I want to disable this right there, and some other things that I don't need. For this one, it is a wallpaper that I use, so I want this to be enabled right there. So you can have other apps that you want, but for me, I think this is enough. But for you, you might want to disable as many apps as you can that you don't need at a startup. So now that's done, let's now proceed to the next step, which is just basic PC maintenance. So what we're gonna do here is simply go to the search, and we're gonna delete some temporary files. So we're gonna go into temp right there, and just like that, boom, and here we are into the temporary folder. And what you want to do from here is basically hit Control A or select all, just like that. And as you can see, I have selected all files, and what you want to do from here is simply right click and you want to delete, and after that it will be processed. But if you encounter things like this, like folder access denied, what you want to do from that is you want to check this one and you want to hit unskip, because you don't want to delete that, because that would just mean that Windows is using it, just like that, and go and click skip. Because what we want to do from here is just we want to delete those files that is not really needed, that is just sitting there consuming our resources. So skip again. You might want to skip it a couple of times, that might pop up, so you just want to skip it, just like that. And once it has begun like this, I think it's all good right there. I think it's all good. Once it has been completed, then we can now close this one. So the next thing that we're gonna do is simply disk cleanup. So what we're gonna do is simply search again disk cleanup right there. As you can see, there is a disk cleanup. You want to click on this one right there, and you want to choose the drive that you want to clean right there. And for me it's the C drive, so I'm gonna click on OK, and after that we have it here. So here we are, and what we're gonna do from here is simply select all of this right there, optimization files right there. So what you want to do from here is, or what you want to look for is the Windows update right here, because there is a name here that it says Windows update that you don't want to delete, and that is if you are not satisfied with what you have right here. So for example, you are currently not satisfied with your system and you are planning to revert into their old version of Windows soon, then you don't want to delete that, because if you do, it's gonna be gone and you can't go back to your restore point or whatever backup you have done. So once you have done that, then you can go now and hit an OK, and after that you can go and delete files, and after that you just have to wait for this one. And yeah, it might take some time depending on the size of how much you are deleting, or the speed depending on your PC specs. But for now, let's just go cancel, because we don't want to waste time on that. And now the next thing that we want to do is simply deleting excess file, and you can do it by going here into your file manager, but I think I can offer you a better solution, which is simply downloading an app called WinDirStat right here, and you can search it simply in Google and you will find this immediately, windirstat.net, and you want to click on that right there, and you can download this one right here in the 3 links right here. It depends on you. And like if you go here into FOSS Hub, let's say you want FOSS Hub, then you can just click here and your download will automatically start right there. As you can see, it has started, and you want to start the download and download, then you want to run the app, and after that you're all good. And let's say you already have installed it. For me, I already have it installed, so I'm just gonna run it right here. And what you want to do from here is select the drive that you want to clean. So it depends on you on what you want to clean from here. So for me it's in the C, so I'm gonna just click on OK, and as you can see, it has started scanning my files right there, everything that I have in this drive, in my C drive. So once it is done, it will show us this blocks right here that we can see, so that we can better understand or better locate the larger files by selecting the larger blocks, because the larger blocks means larger files. And as you can see right here in the WinDirStat, it's gonna take a while, but for me it's really fast because I am using a really fast SSD. So if you're using or scanning an HDD here in WinDirStat, it will really take a lot of time. So let's just wait for a bit so that it would be completed right there. Let's just go here and let's go back. It's now on 95%, so it's just a little bit more until we can see, but you can already view the files even if it's not completed yet. And there we go, it is now completed. As you can see, these are the blocks that I am talking about. If you click the block here, it will automatically locate here the file that you are clicking on this block represent. As you can see, this is a really big block, and as you can see, the size of this is 12.8. so this way you can effectively and easily clean your PC. And here I can delete this by going here, right clicking that file, and you can have the options here to delete, to recycle bin, or delete it forever. And that's it. And I hope this Windows tab will really help you clean your drive, because you can see everything right here. So now let's just close it. Let's go proceed to the next step, which is simply going into our browser again. And what we're gonna do from here is search up Windows 10 DEBLOAT by CNEX in GitHub, just like that. This is what you wanna enter in your Google search, and we already have this here. We want to go and to the site, and what we're gonna do is hit here on the code and download zip right there, and download it. And you want to open folder right there, and you want to cut this because we're gonna put this in our desktop right there and there. And we want to extract it from here, just like that. And we have this folder. Now from here, what we were gonna do is we're gonna open this Windows 10 DEBLOAT GUI. And then we're gonna right click on that, then run with PowerShell, and this is gonna open up. As you can see right here, we have now this pop-up right here. And what we're gonna do first is, we're not yet gonna go here. First, what we're gonna do is here we decide if you want to use Cortana. So if you want to use Cortana, then you can just go and enable. And for Edge PDF, if you want to use it, then you can go and enable again. But if you don't want to use it, then you can go and disable, and that would really save you a lot of resources. So for me, I want Cortana, so I'm gonna just enable it. And for Edge PDF, I don't want it because I don't use Edge. And for the dark theme, if you like dark theme, then you can just enable or disable if you want. So let's move into the other changes, fixes. So here we have the option to uninstall OneDrive. So if you don't use OneDrive, then you can just uninstall it. For me, I don't use it, so I'm gonna uninstall right there. And you could also disable telemetry or /tasks. And this one you might want to take some precautions, because if you disable this one, then it might there's a pop-up that we need to enable right here so that it could continue the process. So again, as I was saying, if you disable this telemetry or task, then that might mess up some of your hardware components, such as printer. Then you might have trouble printing from your PC right here when you're using that printer. And here you can also unpin tiles from the start menu if you are not a fan of it. For me, I don't want to unpin it because I find it good, so it's okay for me. And here you remove bloatware red keys, and you don't want to mess with this unless you really know what you are doing, because this is for advanced people only, those who really know what will happen, what would this do. So if you're not really techie and you don't know a lot of stuff, then you don't want to mess with this one. Do not click this one, because this is gonna mess up your register keys. So but I recommend you to install .NET v3.5 right there. For me, as you can see, it has been installed right here. And after that, let's go back right here. So here in the customized block list, we want to click on it, and we can see the stuff that we can remove, that is non-removable and removable, and that we have installed right here. So be really careful with what you decide to remove here. The check marks indicates that this is what you are gonna be uninstalling. But if you are a fan of, or you're using Xbox here in your PC or gaming services, then you might wanna uncheck this. And you have the Xbox here, somewhere here, but I guess I don't have it already because I have already installed it. But if you do, then you can find it right here. But for me, I'm just going with the gaming services, but I don't want to delete this right now because I mean, I also want to clean it. So I'm gonna just leave it at check right there. So if you want to keep this, then you want to leave this on unchecked right there. And after you have saved it, after you have checked everything that you want to install and not install, then you can just go and save custom allow list and block list to custom list.ps1. And after that, let's just wait for it. Click on it again. After it has been saved, then you can now go and exit, and now you can click here on remove all bloatware, and what it's gonna do is that it's gonna remove everything that you have customized here in your blacklist, and that is it. It will remove everything that you have set here. So here is another option also that you can use if you want. So now that we are done here in Windows 10 DEBLOATer, what I need to tell you is that when you're in the process of removing all the bloatware that you have customized here in the block list, there might be some flickering, or sometimes maybe your PC would restart. Don't be alarmed, it's completely normal because your system is processing the removal and etc. So don't be alarmed with that. And after you have done this, you can now exit right there. But as you have noticed, I didn't do the removal because I am fine with my PC. I don't have any problem. I don't need to debloat it. So once you are done with all the processes that I have shown you, then you can go here in the Windows Start menu, and you can now go and restart right here. And after you have restarted, then you can go now into the Task Manager right here. So here in the Task Manager, we have the processes right here, and you should be seeing a drastic change in the lower CPU percentage, memory usage, disk, or yeah, because we will be debloating, so you should be seeing a difference after you have done the processes that I have told you. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you find this helpful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to be updated on our new uploads. See you soon.